Good, well, we'll say morning. Just one place. Yeah, no, these are new. Well, new to you. That's right, DonBurnside.com. Why the Frog Video Hour. Boy, I did a bad job on my windows. For this September 14th, 2014. Very sunny day in Arizona, as one would expect. Current outside temperature 93 degrees at 11:48 on a Sunday. A lot has happened since the last time we met. Last time we met was back in April. April. Sorry. And I think that time I said I was going to try to do this more. That's funny, right? Yeah, that's funny. Anyhow, we're going to run some errands. I want to talk to you guys about a couple things. First of all, because drama. So I took my car over, let Jerry take a look at it. Wasn't able really to fix it, kind of, but it's working. And I should have known this because I'm a computer guy, but basically he unplugged it, tapped the motor a couple times with a screwdriver, and we replaced the fuse. This is going to give me some more time. So instead of having to emergency go out and buy a car because I don't have air conditioning and it's going to be 110 this week, is I bought myself a few more days so I can try to arrange for, you know, proper funding and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, just a spaz. Just go with that. Check. What else? What else? What else? Since last we met, and you guys play the Don Burnside home game for the most part, so you know and you've noticed and you've seen. But when I was a small child, one of my favorite things to do was ride my bike. I used to ride. You could not get me off my bicycle. I used to love riding bikes. I used to race BMX. My bike was my transportation to my first job that I had when I was 14 years old. And I used to have to ride 5 miles each way to get to work. Uphill, downhill on a little 20-inch BMX bike. Sometimes at 4:45 in the morning. And then I stopped riding bikes. And then earlier this year I discovered that, oh yeah, I like riding bikes. And so I started riding a bike. And I picked one up at Amazon for like $200 or Critical Cycles. You know, it's a single speed fixed gear, goes both ways, so it can, fixed gear is a bicycle, it pedals forwards and backwards like a unicycle, so there's no coast, and also, and not like a lot of single speed bikes where you go backwards on the cranks, on the pedals, where it applies a brake. It doesn't have that either, so it's got a regular handbrake. Anyway, I picked this bike up and I've been riding my bike, like as much as possible, some weeks every day. At the very least, I'm riding Saturday and Sunday, sometimes on Fridays, sometimes on Monday nights. I ride as often as I can. I try to ride every day. Some days I just can't. In July, I clocked 150 miles. So far this month of September, I've clocked 72. So I will hopefully surpass July's numbers with 200 miles. But anyway, bicycle plus still going to the gym, which I haven't done since before MTTS, and that starts back this week. I'm down like 40 pounds, so that's pretty strong. I like it. And I forgot, I really enjoy riding bikes. There's this really cool canal road that I go to, that you guys have probably seen. But here in Phoenix, there's a ton of these canals, and it's like the Salt River feeds all these canals, and I think it's probably for agriculture, who knows what. I have to do some research on what the canals are for, because I was actually asked that question, what the canals are for. I couldn't provide an answer. But next to a lot of these canals in the Phoenix area, there's paths, paved paths, you know, paved with concrete, like sidewalks. And no cars allowed. You know, city vehicles go up there, obviously, but like I can't go up and drive on these paths. But they're all over the place, and they're a lot of fun to ride. Because, you know, it's not a bike lane. I just chose poorly. It's not a bike lane, so you don't have to worry about knuckleheads driving into the side of you. So yeah, it's pretty rad. It's almost like riding, for those of you who've ever been to Newport Beach, it's kind of like riding on the Newport Beach boardwalk, which is think it's a path. Basically, it's a bike slash walking slash skating slash whatever you want to call it path. That's roughly 15 miles. It goes from one end of Newport Beach all the way down to Balboa, to the Balboa Pier, and then beyond, almost to the Wedge. It's really long. I think the total, I need to actually check, but I think total length's like 11 miles, maybe 12. I used to ride that all the time when I was a kid. We'd go down to Newport Beach and stay at the, my grandparents' beach house for a week, and it'd be me and my cousins and my brothers and friends or whatever, and we'd all take bikes, or there'd be bikes at the beach house that we would ride, and it had this really trick 3-speed little bicycle that I restored. It was pretty dope. And we would wake up in the morning and we would have breakfast, and we would go out and we would ride bikes all day long. I would imagine there was nothing for us to put 20 miles on a bicycle. We would ride, down to the Balboa Pier, and somehow we'd have a quarter, and we'd ride the ferry over to Balboa Island, and we'd ride around Balboa Island, and we'd ride down PCH almost to Huntington Beach, and we'd ride back. Somewhere along the way, we'd stop and get some kind of junk food, something, I'm sure. But it was a good time. Anyway, I'm glad I started doing it again. It's awesome. If you're looking for a way that's low impact and easy to handle, get a bicycle. You can buy bikes for $200. Find a park that's got flat sidewalks. Done and done. That's all you got to do. Oh look, there's a Mini. We're gonna park next to this Mini, that's for sure. You know why? You guys know why. Minis parked together. Today at noon, Target was relatively screaming kid-free. Not too shabby. I'm gonna start working on WordPress stuff again. I want to try to go to WordCamp. If I go this year, it's going to be as an attendee, not as a volunteer. There's Lenny, just because I'm so out of practice. I want to try to do PodCamp again this year. I have to look at the schedule. Those are 2 events that I've missed because of my stupid day job. And they're 2 events that I enjoy a lot. I enjoy presenting at PodCamp. I get to talk about podcasting to people who care, who my knowledge is useful for. It's not PodCamp, it's Tech Phoenix, my bad. Yes, I want to attend Tech Phoenix this year. I'd like to present at Tech Phoenix this year. I have to even get into it, I haven't even checked. I want to prepare. I want to actually do a proper presentation this time. So I never do like a PowerPoint or any crap like that, not that I use PowerPoint. But I never set up a keynote or anything. And I really should. I'm also going to try to go to either SEMA or the LA Auto Show press preview days. So it's been a very long time since I've been at LA Auto Show for press preview days. That's happening in December. SEMA's in November, I think, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. LA Auto Show is more important to me than SEMA. What else is coming up? Oh, bike riding thing that I'm going to do in a couple weeks is a thing called Tour de Fat. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be a lot of fun. Apparently it's like a bunch of drunkards on bicycles at Tempe Town Lake, which just sounds like a great time to me. And ride around, right around Tempe Town Lake. That's one of the places I want to ride too. I've got this really ghetto bike rack now. I've got it. It was like one of those flash sale deals on Amazon for $25. Thinking, how bad can a $25 bike rack be? And at first it was rubbish, and then I read the instructions, and I discovered that it's not rubbish. It's actually pretty okay. So I'm gonna start being more adventurous with my bike rides and actually, putting my bike on the rack and putting the rack on the car. I've got it set up so it only takes like 5 minutes. I'll take a quick shot of it for you guys so you see how I keep it in the garage. Makes it simple to use. But I just load it up and say, okay, well, let's go ride this. There's another canal path in my town, but it's like 7 miles to get there, and I don't want to, waste 7 miles on a ride there right now because I'm not to the 20-mile bike ride range yet. If that makes any sense. We're gonna get a coffee. I'm not gonna do that either. I have iced coffee at home. Anyway, so instead of riding to the thing and then riding on the thing and then riding home, I'll load my bike on the car and drive to the thing and ride on the thing and then drive home. Because like I said, I'm not to the 20-mile ride yet. My longest ride so far has been 17.8 miles. And that was rough, and that was my second ride after not riding for 3 weeks. So that was really, really bad timing for me to do. I'm getting pretty close. I think I'm going to try again possibly next weekend and give it a whirl. We'll see. But yeah, I want to get to 20 miles by sometime in October, which would be ideal if I could knock out a 20-mile ride in October that doesn't kill me, you know. I need a couple things need to happen. I have to get some more gear. Well, 3 pieces of gear really. Is I need riding gloves. I need a pair of shorts that are better to ride in, because right now I'm riding just regular workout shorts and they're not that great. I don't need the padding, I just need something that fits better. You know, because they're workout shorts, like shorts for playing basketball, so they're big, wide open. I need something like a bicycle short. So I really don't really want that, but I'll find something that won't make me look like a dork. And I need a Camelback. A Camelback is the one that I've got in my Amazon.com wish list right now. It's a 70-ounce water bladder you wear on your back like a backpack, and it holds 70 ounces of water. Right now I have a thing that holds like 750 milliliters or something. Not very much. Not even 750 milliliters. It probably holds half a liter, maybe, which isn't very much. That's, well, how big is this water bottle? This guy, I know, I look like an old man. Suck it. So this guy is 591 milliliters, right? So 2 of these basically is a liter. This is how big of a water bottle I have. So I'm out on 15-mile runs and I only have a half liter of water to drink. A couple times I've run out of water before I've completed my ride, and that's bad. So I need to fix that. Anyway, let me show you guys my bike rack. So that's how I hang it, and that makes it so I can put it on my bike on my car in about 5 minutes. So those guys go up in the top, and then there's straps down here that go on the sides, and that one goes on the bottom. So the top straps go here, the rubber bits go here, and then there's a strap for the bottom and a strap for each of the sides. Makes it really nice. Anyway, done otherwise. You should subscribe to YouTube, just because I post other stuff. Track day video. What else have I posted? I haven't posted anything lately, but I'm going to try to start doing that again as well. Possibly. You should subscribe. Just simple. There's a subscribe button where? If you're looking at me, you should be right about there, down at the bottom, little subscribe thing. Click that. That way you get notified whenever, you know, I do stuff. And downbirdside.com. Otherwise, dbmini.us. And of course, White Roof Radio. Until next weekend. I'm done. See ya. Well, I'm not really done. I have to put my inside glasses on. I know I'm back to Ray-Bans again. That's fancy.